Hey, hello, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Today we're going to be looking over all the changes in the new update, and that means that we need to unlock the nuclear, which we haven't done yet. So we need 200 heavy industrial frames, 400 motors, and 200 computers to unlock that. Next episode we'll be looking at how to set up nuclear, but since it's such a complicated recipe, I want to know if we can get a better recipe. I think we needed 400 motors. I already forgot. I'm also collecting some hard drives to see the alternate recipes, and we'll be going over those real soon together, and we'll be reviewing what's the best. But I think that to unlock the alternate recipes for nuclear, we first have to unlock the nuclear tier itself. So that's why I'm doing this first. Okay, so the nuclear era has begun. And let's scan for some. Is there anything more we can do? No. We can only do hard drives. So I'll let this run for 10 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I found 7 more hard drives. I marked a lot of them on my last exploration, and this time I went around and collected them with all the things that I needed. I was prepared this time. Last time I wasn't that prepared, but let's see what we've got in the MAM. We've got an alternate recipe for high-speed connectors. That's a great one, but it uses silica. Well, that's okay. That's not that bad. Let's see. The turbo motor, that's a great one, because yes, you do still need the radio control rod, but you don't need the other one that uses the stator emblem. The stators are easy to make. The motors we have in process already. We still need to make these. But I was looking for uranium alternate recipes, and this one needs silica, sulfur, to make the uranium cells, but why isn't this showing me? I want to be going for nuclear next update, so I think I'll choose this one. Let's confirm. And let's set up another hard drive. Okay, quickly, I want to show you some things that are added in this update. Something that I am pretty excited for is Stackable Splitters. This really makes it easy to make some of the things that we need to distribute to a lot of manufacturers or even the assemblers. Just put 2 stacked splitters on top of each other in front of it, and you can just build from them. It's great. This really is one of the best things in this update. Also, something that these stackable splitters weren't in the update notes, but there was something in the update notes that I don't know if I really like it, but it is a big change for some people. If you drop and drag one item, there is 1 iron plate there. If you used to drop 2 more, it would stack on top of it with another plate, but in this case it started stacking to 3. So if I move a little bit away and place 3 more, it's not coming here. It's still getting here. So let's see how far we can go. Still no. Oh, let's make it some. Doesn't matter how much I drop. There you are. So that's about the distance you have to be in between. I know it's not really necessary, but some people like to do some decorative stuff with some of the items. But I do need to say that if you drop 100 and if you drop another 100, they will stack. So let's just see here in the case industrial beans. If you keep dropping 100, they will stack. So it's not possible anymore to do this decorative thing with one. You need to drop a whole stack. So that's another big thing. The stackable conveyors and mergers I already talked about, but because they wanted to make that the same height, I think they also lowered this. So if you are directly in front of something, a manufacturer or a constructor, it still has to go up a little bit. So you have to leave some space in between. You can't just squeeze it in as tight as you used to. I don't think it will mess up the current factories that you have already made, but it is possible that it will interfere with some of the things that you want to build after this. Get up? Yes, we can. So that's some of the things that are in this update. As it is the experimental update, I don't know if some of these things are being patched, or if they're buggy, or if everything if the community is receiving them well. So it could be that the devs still change it for the update to the real game. So nothing I show here is going to be certain, but I want to be showing you and keeping you up to date what could be in the next update for the main game. So let's just see how far along are we. Still 5 minutes, so I'll be back when this is done. Okay, the next one is done as well, so let's see. We've got the quick wire, the Caterium wire. We've got the alternate plastic. That's some really strange. You first have to put those into. I don't know why this would be a good thing, because 4 oil makes 4 rubber, and usually 4 rubber makes 3 plastic, so 12 oil would make 9. To get the 8 rubber you already need 8, and you need 8 more for 5 fuel, so you'll need 16 oil to make 9 plastic, while 9 plastic usually only needs 12 oil. So this is one that I would not choose. And the alternate turbo motor again. So I really want to get into those turbo motors because they are needed for the Mark III miners. So let's just choose that one and put in another hard drive and start the analysis. And when this one is done, we'll be back again. So the next one is finished as well. Those are electromagnetic control rods that are using the high-speed connectors, and we do have an alternate recipe for those high-speed connectors, but as you can see, they used to have the AI limiters, and they now want to use the high-speed connector. So that gives us some more leeway in that. The other two are just alternate recipes that were already in the game. So I want to unlock most of the new things. So that's another one. I did notice that if we put another one in there and start the analysis, that it doesn't show here anymore. It used to create, as soon as you put the item in there and start scanning, it would place the item in here and then it just would do this scan animation, but it isn't doing that anymore. So that means that we'll have to be waiting another 10 minutes. Okay, and we're back. Can we get another one? Those are 3 old ones. Well, I'm glad I saved just before that, and we can see if it still works to save before it, and if you then go into the man, if it's different. Since I have quite a big save game with about 180 hours, it takes quite some time to load. Yeah, there we are. So, yep, it still changes. So, we have an alternate recipe for the heat sinks that usually requires rubber, but now requires wire. And that is a great thing, because now you don't need oil to make heat sinks. So you just need more rubber. That is a great one. Didn't we already get the high-speed connector one? Don't know, but I really like the heatsink one. We made a heatsink factory last episode, but in the end I probably will revamp it if I get great alternate recipes. So, just like last time, let's put in another one and let's see what we get. Okay, and the next one. Those are all old ones. Stitched iron plates, plastic beacon. Let's just take it to beacons. We might be running out of new alternate recipes. That would be a shame. But we'll be right back with the next one. Okay, another one. Yeah, that's the high-speed connector that I wanted. That's a great one. So we have 2 more hard drives, and I don't think that we have a lot more. I do hope that we get another radio control rod, a radio control unit, I think they're called, for the turbo motors. Yeah, radio control unit. I hope that there's a different recipe for this, because and a crystal oscillator, and a computer, and rubber, and I guess that there are aluminum sheets. That's a little big push, so I hope there's a better recipe for that. Just to make one is this. So I hope there's a better one than that. But in the meantime, I'll be getting some of these ready, and we'll be right back for the last couple. And we're back, and we've gathered some aluminum sheets. So let's launch this, and I think that the hard drive is done as well. Yeah, it is. And those are, well, not the best ones. Those are 3 of the worst alternate recipes that there are. So let's hope that we just got very unlucky and there are still better ones. So let's do the last of our hard drives, and since I've gathered some aluminum sheets, I want to upgrade my automatic sorting system. So let's get these on hotbar 5, these on hotbar 6. So let's get them in here as well. in between those small spaces. I remember an update where that wasn't possible. So yeah, these are 660 now. And that means that our automatic sorting system will sort our stuff faster. We usually come home to an expedition or building a factory and want to start another factory build, and I just empty out my entire inventory in in both of the industrial storage systems, because one is not enough for this entire inventory space. We are, well, quite far in upgrading that. We have had a lot of alternate recipe. No, it's not an alternate recipe, it's an inventory upgrade. And let's just get this as a Mark V one as well, and get that as a Mark V one as well. So maybe it's handy to have those as upgraded ones as well, so that you can store them faster. It's not needed to have the in and the output of these, or the input it is, but the output of these aren't necessarily needed, because, well, this one storage system won't get filled a lot of the time. So it's just, if this one fills up, it's buffering, then it can fill up the other ones slower. That's not a problem, as long as our items are off our sorting system as quickly as possible. That's just my main concern at this point. So let's upgrade these as well. I hope I have enough of them. Yeah, we'll have enough of them. 54 is quite enough. So that's our entire sorting system upgraded to the Mark V belts. So if you want to see how fast that is, we've got some more. Let's just get these out of here, and they're gone. So that's pretty quick. We've had our last hard drive in there. Oh, that's the wrong side of my hub. And let's just see. 6 minutes left, so we'll be back in 6.5. And for you that will be about a second. Okay, and the last one. An alternate for concrete, limestone and silica to make 3 concrete. You used to be, usually it's 3 limestone for 1 concrete. So if you really want to amp up your concrete production, this might be a good one. If you have any silica nearby or quartz nearby, this might be a very, very good one, because in this case you have 22 per minute. It used to be able to make 15 per minute, so it is an improvement for what it was. So the Caterium wire and the rubber cable are still useless, so this is the best one we have. So that was it. I'm out of hard drives, so I need to go look for more of them if I want to get the rest. But I don't think there are a lot of alternate recipes anymore. Yeah, next episode we'll be looking at the nuclear. I have some fuel generators at the roof of my storage facility here, but as soon as we can get a nuclear power plant, those will be useless, and we can remove them. And we might be able to repurpose some of these oil refineries who are making fuel at this moment to making rubber or plastic. So that's a great idea. But as I have seen, the uranium production line isn't going to be easy. So let's just hope we can get a good spot with a lot of nodes nearby that we can need, because I don't want any of that production line that, well, potentially could kill me near my normal base. I want a separate facility to all the production lines that could kill me. So we're going to make that on site as well, just like our aluminum factory, but probably have that a little bit more permanent, and see how much we can get. But I'll see you in that episode. And today I want to say have a nice one, have a nice day, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of the nuclear stuff. And as I said, have a good one. Have a good day.